A quiet day at Wintec today. Straight out of Ngaruawahia, New Zealand. Here's Maurieo. Hello, Maurieos daily vlog number 597 notch. Hello, welcome. Hi 3.5. How's your day been? Well, mine's been a very slow day in a lot of respects. Not a lot of students around and not a lot of tutors around really. Things have wound down. So the day started with our results subcommittee meeting where we put our results forward for to all the other tutors, just as part of the process that we go through with our moderating and marking processes. So I didn't have any marks ready to present to the meeting today, but some did, and we discuss pass rates and things pertinent to the things, who did well and who didn't, and that sort of thing. It's just one of the checks and many checks and balances that we have. Obviously, we can't say too much about the content of the meeting as such. It's can be quite controversial and private, I suppose. But anyway, so that we went through that. So I've still got that to come, because I've still got a little bit of marking to do. But on that front, there was a little bit of a sort of extension of the marking there, as the next meeting was to be on the Tuesday, but it's been put out a little bit further because of various commitments and things like that. So it's going to give me a little bit more time to get some marking done, or get my marking completed. So that's good to know, because I've got quite a busy weekend ahead. So yeah, the meeting was there, and then I had a student coming in for a little bit of help with to get some stuff done and things like that. And then I caught up with a few of my colleagues and got a little bit of work done here and there. So there, but I did go down to the cafe for a cup of tea. Or a couple of times actually, but this is in the afternoon. So as you can see, it's not very busy. So a good time to take a bit of a photograph and what have you. So we'll move ahead to the diary and see what's going on there. Now, why have I called today notch? Well, you'll be amazed. So the lawns were quite high, and I could see that I could just give them another mowing, and you can see that today I mowed side 1, side 2, and the front, which is I'd only done a couple of days ago, but because they were so high, they were looking like, quote my mum saying, looked like they've been chewed by rats. So I thought I'd like to give them a bit of a going over, just to get them smooth. And I started along that track, went round the edges, and then I thought, drop it down a notch. See what I did there? Drop the mower down a notch, which I did, and then I could really see where we're going. It took another 10, 15 mils, I guess, off there, but it was damned hard work, because you got to push the mower through the grass and that sort of thing. But I got there, and I got that extra exercise there and got the lawns looking like a smooth green carpet across the landscape there. So took it down a notch, and it upped my exercise rate a notch, and I got 661 steps done. Of course, it's Friday night, so after work I popped down and got my usual cup of bubble tea, and the guy was taking a little while to get set up there, but I met a few people there that I knew and had a wee chat to them and had my bubble tea, and I had a little bit extra time, so I added a few of those little tiny donuts, 10 donuts for $4, the little cinnamon donuts. So yes, the donuts are becoming a bit of an interesting part of my diet. I am gradually losing weight, but probably not as fast as I should. So yes, so that was the steps, 597 notch, which took the lawnmower down a notch or two. I put it up again, one, because it was pretty hard work. It was not a regular thing, and we've got another rebus today. A very I'm quite wondering how Moz will deal with this one, because if he can get it, he'll be able to weave a very good story into it. And we're doing a where, what, who, 219, but it's a where. So we just fix that up there like that. And a bit of a shout out to my colleague at Wintec, Joseph, who I suppose I could give him a capital letter there, just there, who occasionally will reference my vlog, and he referenced it this morning because we were sitting in the resulting meeting, and he says, "Oh, I see you're getting on with your marking. You've still got a little bit of marking done, and that, which is quite fun." And yes, he just mentioned. So I find that very supportive and great. And he mentioned how he was finding the rebus that he quite enjoying. Well, found the rebuses quite good, and we sort of discussed how we might would be possibly, well, I've certainly contemplated using the rebus at the start of my classes in some way, because I think they're quite keep the neurons, create new pathways and things like that. Web crap of the week coming out after this, so it's now 10:25, so I'm hoping to get that done by midnight, so I can get in bed nice and early, because I'm off to the peat mines. I've sent out the email and off to the peat mines. Did a little bit of marking today and a little bit of tutoring, not too much, as much marking as I would like, but a little bit, and well, just a tad really, just a smidge, and a little bit of tutoring, which was good, went really well. So yeah, all in all, pretty did a lot of things over the course of the day. So busy, which is always good. So good energy today. Yeah, didn't I might have had a wee little nod off there a while back, just there, but pretty good. And here's today's rebus. It's quite a long one. Yeah. And yes, it's a goodie. It would have to be one of my favourites, I think, that one. And yep, and yesterday's one, Moz got that and wove it into a very interesting story. One that sort of was actually possibly worthy of, in fact, I may try and find some sort of relevant picture as the thumbnail for Web Crap of the Week this week if I can. We'll see how we go on that. So, see-through blouse. Yes. All sorts of pictures in my mind. The old see-through blouse. So, yep, Moz got that one sorted without too much problem. So, there is. That's it. That's the end of, well, that brings us to the end of today's vlog. A story of many things, of lawn mowing, of cafe sitting, of marking and meetings and tutoring and web crap and shouting out and stuff like that. What a day. What a day it's been. And, well, I hope your day has been equally as busy and energetic, and you're energized and ready for another day tomorrow, because I am. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow after you've liked and subscribed and maybe flicked in a little comment, a bit of feedback or something like that, that'd be bloody marvellous. All good. Cheers. We'll see you again tomorrow. See you. Smash that like button. This has been a maureo presentation from our studio in Ngaruawahia, New Zealand.